Do not build a home without knowing this. You should have some answers to some very specific questions before you sign a contract. The most important decision you'll make when building a house is choosing the right home builder. And the best way to find a reliable home builder is to ask the right questions. So today, I'm sharing the top 25 questions that you need to ask before you build a home. Watch to the end where I'll make some recommendations to guide you through the home build process. Before I get to the questions, there are 3 things that you need to do before you visit a model home. First, get pre-qualified so you know how much home you can afford and what your monthly payment will be. Keep in mind, mortgage rates do change. Second, hire a realtor who understands the home build process and has experience dealing with home builders. If you're in Utah, that's me. I'd love to personally guide you through the home build process. Third, go online to find the builders in the areas that you prefer. Check online reviews to determine who the best builders are. Okay, now you're ready. Call your agent and schedule a day to visit some home builders. Sit down with a model home agent and ask the following questions. Number 1, what are the prices for the different floor plans? There's no reason to hang around if you can't afford the homes in that community. If you fall in love with a certain builder or a floor plan, they might have another community nearby that might be less expensive. Most builders will have price sheets showing the base prices for the homes that they build in each location. You'll want to select 2, maybe 3 plans that you like best. Number 2, does the base price of the house include the home site? Most builders include the cost of a basic home site in the base price of the house and add premiums to the bigger or better lots. Other builders price the home and the home site separately, and this often equates to a significant increase in the base price of the home. This is a great way to determine which builder to go with because one might include the home site in the price of the home while another charges thousands of dollars more for a similar home site. And one builder could have dozens of great home sites still available while another might only have a few remaining. Either way, before you go any further, make sure you know the base price of the house plus the home site. Hopefully, you're still well below your loan approval as you'll need to leave room for upgrades. Number 3, which home sites are available? How big are the home sites? And what are the lot premiums? The builder should have a map of the community to show you the available home sites. These maps aren't always to scale, so you want to ask the model home agent for the size of the home sites that you're interested in and the lot premiums. Now you can weigh the added cost of the home site against the extra cost. You'll also want to consider the advantages and disadvantages of each available home site. This would include location of the home site in the community, the direction the house will face, and if the floor plan you like will actually fit on the lot. The wrong home site could decrease your quality of life and hurt the resale value of your home, but the right home site could dramatically enhance your home's value and desirability. For this reason, you'll want to see each home site in person before making a final decision. Pro tip, bigger isn't always better. A bigger lot will increase your cost of landscaping and a fence if needed, and it will be harder to maintain. Number 4, what comes standard in your homes? Compare the included features from builder to builder. Competing builders might appear to be priced equally, but the standard features from one builder to the next can vary by tens of thousands of dollars. Years ago, I worked for a builder here in Utah that consistently outsold its competition. Why? Because a lot of people made a buying decision based on the starting price of our homes. This company was a cheaper builder, but they were also a cheaper builder. They didn't include many of the features that came standard with the other builders, and they put the lowest quality products in the home. Buyers often had to add $10,000 to $20,000 in upgrades just to equal the competitors' included features. This builder offered the lowest prices, but they were not the best value. Some builders include energy efficient features, some a spacious 2-car garage and loads of storage. Others include upgraded fixtures, flooring, countertops, and cabinets, or things like 9-foot ceilings, a gourmet kitchen, and a grandmaster bathroom, among other things. Many builders charge thousands more to add these features. This is why it's important to understand what each builder does or does not include. Before I move on, be sure to ask if landscaping is included, and if so, how much. In Utah, most builders complete the front yard, which is great, but plan on spending thousands more to finish everything. Number 5, what are the current incentives? Most builders offer an incentive for using their preferred lender. This might be a few $1,000s in a seller's market, but when builders are struggling to sell homes, they may offer $20,000 or more. I recently negotiated $30,000 for one of my clients to build from scratch, while another builder accepted an offer for nearly $50,000 below the list price on a home that was nearing completion. As I mentioned, these incentives almost always require that you use their trusted lender. Why? Well, builders can't always trust a loan approval from outside lenders. They don't like delays at closing, and even worse, build a home for someone who doesn't qualify. Failed closings can cost builders thousands of dollars. Pro tip, if you're getting qualified with the preferred lender, send the quote to an outside lender to see if they can compete. Number 6, what is the required down payment? the builder will require an earnest money deposit at time of contract. This can be as little as $1,000 up to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the builder and the price of the home. If you're building the home from scratch, you can also expect to pay a construction deposit. This usually ranges anywhere from an additional $5,000 to more than $100,000, once again depending on the builder and the price of the home. The construction deposit will be required before they start on your house. All funds given to the builder will be applied to the purchase of your home. Number 7, do I need to get a construction loan? If you're building with a large national builder or a tract home builder, you shouldn't need to get a construction loan. If you're building a custom home or with a small builder, a construction loan may be required. I've done it both ways, and it's much easier going with a tract builder. Number 8, what kind of home warranty do you provide? Most builders include a minimum 1-year warranty that should cover most things that go wrong due to poor installation, manufacturing, parts, or damage from the house settling, like nail pops. The warranty will not cover damage done from the movers or those living in the home. Number 9, what if I need to sell my home first? In a stable market or a seller's market, most builders will not accept contingencies. But the rules can change in a buyer's market, especially if the builder is desperate. Either way, it never hurts to ask. Builders are more likely to accept a home to sell contingency if your home is under contract or if you've already listed your home with a realtor. Number 10, how long is it going to take to build my home? This is a loaded question. The actual time of construction is about 4 months, but from time of contract to closing, it's usually 8 to 12 months. Builders won't give you a closing date because a lot can happen between the time that you sign a contract and the completion of the house. But the model home agent should be able to provide a good estimate. Once cabinets are installed, the home should be ready in about 45 days. Most builders will give you a closing date around this time, with a caveat that there could still be some delays. Number 11, how does the option selection process work? Most builders only allow a few weeks to make your structural and design center selections. Without a time limit, some people would drag it out for months. Once you've made all your selections, your plans will go to the architect and engineer and then onto the city. The builder can't start construction on your house without the building permit, and this part of the process can take several weeks or even months. Your excitement might turn to frustration as you wait for the builder to start on your home. For this reason, you want to make all your selections as quickly as possible. Pro tip, when making your interior selections, always trust your first instinct. It's natural to second guess yourself, but you've already gone through the whole process, carefully selecting each item that you liked best. If you change one thing, you're likely to change others, and people often go back to the original selections. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you can remove a hefty burden by hiring a realtor with new home construction experience. A knowledgeable agent remove loads of stress by sharing their expertise and recommendations. They'll make sure you don't miss any important dates, and when issues arise, they can be the one to talk to the builder for you. Best part, having professional representation on your side won't cost you a dime. It's true, the builder will pay your agent, so there's no reason to try to do it on your own. If you're ready to build a house in Utah, I'd be happy to help you. Feel free to call me with your questions. Number 12, do you only build from existing floor plans, or can I provide my own plans? Tract builders only build from their pre-designated homes. They'll offer a variety of plans to meet the needs of most people. Tract builders offer the best value, but they're not for everyone. If you have a set of plans for a house that you've designed, or you want unique or specific features, you'll need to go with a custom builder. Number 13, do you provide a designer for help with interior options? Most tract builders have a design center where you go meet with a professional designer to go over your options and upgrades. This is definitely the best system for you as the buyer, but some builders only have a space in the garage or a room with product samples. Number 14, what is your pricing for upgrades? Most builders will not give you a price list for upgrades because the cost of options can change frequently. Plus, some builders offer hundreds of options. Adding to the confusion, the pricing for cabinets, countertops, flooring, paint, and etc. will vary depending on the size of the home and the quality of the product. To get a good idea of pricing, especially if you're comparing builders against one another, ask the salesperson what they charge for larger items like a 3-car garage, 9-foot ceilings, a grandmaster bath, and a gourmet kitchen. Some builders offer upgrades at a fair price, and, well, some don't. The pricing for upgrades from builder to builder can be drastic, but this should give you good insight into what things will cost at the design center. Without research, you could spend tens of thousands of dollars more by selecting the wrong builder. Number 15, can I make structural modifications? Structural changes can be expensive, and pricing on these items can be unpredictable. For this reason, most builders only allow pre-designated structural changes, which helps them control cost, which is a good thing for you and them. This is one of the main reasons it's less expensive to build with a tract builder instead of going custom. Tract home builders design floor plans that already include the most popular features. Often, they'll tweak their plans, adding or removing things to make the home even better. When it comes to structural changes, they've pre-designated the most requested options with the intent to give you the most bang for your buck, keeping functionality in mind. Should you work with a builder that offers full customization, it can get expensive fast. Make sure you understand the cost before committing. Track home builders are more restrictive, but they offer a better value. Number 16, do all these decisions need to be final before construction begins? In most situations, the builder will require that all decisions are made several weeks before construction begins. Only after you've signed off on your final selections will they send your plans to the architect. When your specific plans have been completed, they'll go on to an engineer and then on to the city for a building permit. This part of the process can take a few months. Number 17, can I make changes during the construction process? And if so, is there a fee? Most builders will not let you make changes once you've signed off on your selections. Rarely will they allow you to change things, especially structurally, once construction starts. Why? Well, errors are often made when builders deviate from the original plans. These mistakes can cause delays and cost the builder thousands of dollars. And if the builder allows changes, be prepared to pay a fee, usually in the $500 range. If you make multiple changes, even if they're at the same time, the builder will likely charge you for each unique modification. This fee is non-refundable and it will not be applied to your home. Number 18, is there a model home or houses that you're working on that I can walk through? Most builders have a model home that you can tour. It's great to see their style and their quality with your own eyes, but be warned, most builders load their show homes up with upgrades, often exceeding $100,000. This makes it hard to imagine what your home would look like without all the bells and whistles. If possible, try to walk through a version of the home that you want to build. Number 19, how often will we meet with the construction manager? Most builders schedule 2 to 3 meetings at different stages of the home build process. Some builders hold a pre-dig meeting where they'll review your plans and set the expectation for what should happen and when. At a minimum, the builder should hold a 4-way and a final walkthrough. At the 4-way, you'll get a final look at the plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and etc. before the sheetrock is hung. This allows you to confirm everything has been added and that it's all in the right locations. Some builders will even let you add things at this stage, like extra lighting. At the final walkthrough, aka the home buyer orientation, a builder's representative will teach you how to work the different components of your home. At this meeting, you can ask questions or point out workmanship that isn't up to par. I've gone in depth on the 4-way and the final walkthrough in other videos, so I won't go any deeper at this time. Number 20, who will be my point of contact? Most builders will require that all communication goes through the model home agent, but some builders will allow you to reach out to the superintendent once construction begins. One of the biggest complaints from those who build a home is poor communication from the builder. If you have questions or when issues arise, you should know who to call. If you've hired a realtor, save yourself the time and stress by asking them to make the calls. Number 21, am I allowed to purchase my own appliances, fixtures, or materials? If so, can I get a credit? Most tract builders will not allow it. There have been too many issues with products made mostly outside of the US that don't fit our standards of construction. If you're building a custom home, the answer is most likely yes, but you'll likely be charged for extra time spent or materials needed to complete the project. Just so you know, most builders include the dishwasher, stove, and microwave. Plan on purchasing the refrigerator, washer, and dryer on your own. Number 22, is sweat equity allowed? In the good old days, a lot of builders will let you do some of the work to save some money. But there have been too many issues over the years, causing most builders to abandon it. Builders are on a strict timeline to complete the home. Clients often can't complete the work fast enough, they get in the way, and often the workmanship is below par. This can make it harder for the builder to sell the house should you not be able to close. If the builder allows it, they usually require that the individual completing the work is licensed and insured to complete that specific job. Number 23, can I walk through the home while it's under construction? This is a tricky one. I often hear builder representatives say something like, technically, you're not supposed to be in the home, but we can't stop you, so just don't get hurt. But most builder contracts clearly state that you're not allowed inside the home without permission. So technically, should you enter the home, you're trespassing. If something happens, you're in breach of the contract and the builder will not be held liable. Number 24, what is your process for inspections? Mandatory city inspections are held throughout the process, and the builder will do their own inspections as well. But should you so desire, you can hire an outside inspector. There are 2 points at which it makes sense to have an independent inspection. The first, at 4-way, so plumbing, electrical, HVAC, framing, and etc. can be inspected before sheetrock is hung. The second, when the home is completed. Number 25, does the contract include a price lock guarantee? After the craziness of COVID, many builders added a cost escalation clause to their contracts. This allows them to increase your purchase price due to unforeseen costs that may arise. Other builders added a price lock guarantee. You should know the answer to this question before signing a contract. And sorry, there's one more question. I just couldn't cut anything out. Number 26, is there a homeowners association, aka an HOA? A lot of new developments today are part of an HOA. This can be a good and a bad thing. Your community might include a swimming pool, a fitness center, a clubhouse, jogging trails, and more. But they can be expensive and restrictive. This might include paint colors, the type of fencing, and etc. Even if the home isn't in an HOA, the city will have their own restrictions. You want to read through the HOA rules and the CC&Rs before signing a contract. The home build process can be stressful and it's often overwhelming, but if you choose the right home builder, you won't have to worry about most things. These questions should provide guidance to help you find the right company to build your home. Now, as promised, here's my recommended videos. Next, you'll want to watch 10 things you need to do when building a home. Then, to prepare yourself, I recommend you watch How a House is Built, the most comprehensive video ever created on the home build process. And if you're trying to decide if it's a good time to build, check out Why Right Now is the Perfect Time to Build. You'll find links to my recommended videos in the description below. If you're looking to buy, sell, build a home, or invest in Utah real estate, I get contacted all the time. Please feel free to call or text me with your questions. I'd love to meet you, and I'm honored to serve you. For everyone else, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. I always do my best to respond to each one of you. If you have a friend or a family member looking to build a home, you can easily text this video to them. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty, the Real Estate Guy. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.